You've probably seen someone look perfectly fine and believed the image. On November 20th, 1995, millions watched Princess Diana sit in front of a BBC camera and say the part no one was supposed to hear. She had suffered from bulimia, not for a week, not as a rumor, for years. She called it a secret disease. And that phrase matters, because Diana was one of the most photographed women on Earth. People saw the smile, they saw the dresses, they saw the fairy tale title, but they missed the illness. So the real question isn't just why Diana suffered, it's how a woman watched by the whole world could still be unseen. Before that interview, the public story looked very different. In 1981, Lady Diana Spencer became the young woman inside the royal fairy tale. The engagement, the wedding at St. Paul's Cathedral, the crowds, the cameras, the dress. She was only 20 when she married Prince Charles, and almost overnight, her body, her smile, and her silence became public property. Later, Diana said something small helped start something dangerous. According to her own later account, Charles put a hand on her waist and made a comment that she was a bit chubby there. Maybe to someone else, it would have been one careless sentence, but in a life already being measured by cameras, that sentence landed on the body. During the wedding dress fittings, designer Elizabeth Emanuel later said Diana's waist went from about 26 or 27 inches to around 23. The world saw the dress. The body was already keeping score. This is where the easy version of the story falls apart. Bulimia wasn't just about food. In Diana's own words, it was connected to low self-esteem, shame, and a marriage where she felt there were 3 people involved. She couldn't control the press. She couldn't control the royal machine, control what people decided her life meant. But the body was close. The body could be measured, changed, punished, managed. That's what makes this story so uncomfortable. You've probably seen a smaller version of this in ordinary life. Someone can't control a relationship, a family, a job, or a private fear, so they start controlling the one thing that looks available: food, weight, clothes, routines, perfection. In 1992, Andrew Morton's book Diana, Her True Story, pushed the hidden illness into public view. Suddenly, the fairy tale had another layer, not just a princess, but a woman trying to survive inside an image. Then, in 1993, Diana gave a speech about eating disorders. She said these illnesses could turn the act of feeding the body into an attack on the body. That line matters, because she wasn't speaking like someone reading a public health brochure. She sounded like someone who knew the room from the inside. And still, the public explanation was too small. People called her unstable, emotional, difficult, too much. But sometimes too much is what people say when they don't understand what they're seeing. By 1995, Diana finally said the thing directly. Bulimia had been her secret disease. Temporary comfort, then disgust, then shame. And shame is good at one thing. It teaches people how to hide. Here's the hidden mechanism: control through the body. When life feels impossible to control, the body can start to feel like the last place where control is still possible. Not safe, not healthy, just possible. That's why the outside story was so misleading. Diana could appear polished in public and still be trapped in a private cycle. Pressure, control, relief, shame, secrecy, again. And the most chilling detail is the one she explained herself. With bulimia, there may be no obvious proof. A person can keep a body weight that looks average. People may not see what they expect illness to look like, so they look at the face, the clothes, the photographs, and decide the person must be fine. Behavior isn't always the explanation. Sometimes behavior is the signal. That is the part people missed. They were asking whether Diana was unstable. The better question was, what kind of pain had to be hidden so carefully? Most of us won't live inside a palace. We won't be followed by cameras every day. But the mechanism is familiar. Someone feels powerless in one part of life, so they tighten control somewhere else. Their body, their schedule, their appearance, their productivity. From the outside, it can look like discipline. Inside, it may be fear with a system. This doesn't mean you should diagnose people around you. It means you might pause before turning a signal into a judgment. Maybe the question isn't, why is this person so difficult? Maybe it's, what changed before they became difficult? And maybe the hardest part of Diana's story is this: the world was watching, constantly, Watching wasn't the same as seeing.